Hello, welcome back to my channel. I kind of have a weird setup going on right now because my husband and I, we actually got ourselves a sofa for Black Friday. We took advantage of West Elm was doing like a discount on, I think basically things that they had readily available that could be shipped immediately. So we got ourselves a sofa. But we also have a very small apartment and they don't do bulk pickup here, so I have my old sofa over here. Everything is kind of a mess and it's been, oh, it has been a day and a half already and it's only noon. So I'm just gonna try and get this unboxing done as smoothly as possible. I've actually been using this for a week already just because I didn't have a chance to sit down and film at a time when I was feeling up to filming. So I did get this a week and a few days ago. Now, I will cut to the unboxing, whatever there is, because I recorded it like I normally do, just immediately right when I get home, but I'm not always up to sitting down and filming like a proper unboxing at that moment. So I'll show you that. I will apologize because I remember being really hungry and just so tired after all the traffic and things. So my hands are shaky, it's a mess, but we'll cut to that now. Okay, bum bum bum, and this is a dust bag. Okay, I will take it out now. Basically, this is how I got it, except the chains were all wrapped up in very tightly wrapped tissue paper. But yes, this is what I purchased, this micro trendy. I don't even know what it's called. I didn't look at the receipt. I saw it on the wall of the boutique and said, yes, that is mine. I will take that home, please and thank you. I did hang out in the boutique for a little bit longer, just having fun, trying some things on. But I knew the moment I saw this on the wall that this was coming home with me because I've actually wanted it for a little while. I know the micro bag whole thing, it can be a little controversial and I'll get to that later. But I saw a YouTuber unbox, I think it was like a pink one of these, several months ago. I can't remember, I'm drawing a blank, but I remember seeing it and thinking that it was so cute and surprisingly roomy. I've been using my lilac micro a ton, and I was telling my husband just a few days after I bought it that I would love to have it in black, just for, you know, covering your bases. I just love how easy they are, how light it is, and then I don't feel bogged down by feeling like I want to bring more stuff. Of course, I have bags when I need to bring more stuff, but I actually just got home from Costco, and this was the bag I used. I assume it's like this at every single Costco, where when you come in, you show your membership card. I usually then just put that in my pocket because it has to get scanned when you're paying. And then you show your receipt on the way out. So I had my phone in my back pocket because I actually like to refer to it anyway. Recently, instead of writing grocery lists, when we realize we need something, we have a whiteboard on our fridge so we can jot it down. And recently I've just been snapping a quick picture of the whiteboard when I head out, and then I'll just quickly refer to that picture as I'm going around the store. I'm reaching for my phone anyway, and this saves me all those little tiny pieces of paper that seem to accumulate in all my bags and coat pockets and just grocery lists everywhere. I will find them like a year later. But I did use this at Costco, and I knew I wasn't going to be getting any like meat or fish or anything, because sometimes handling that stuff can be a little bit icky and things can be wet when you don't expect them to. But I wasn't getting any of that stuff. I knew going in, so I used this and it was great. I like simple, classic luxury bags with like dressed down outfits. I was just wearing jeans, this little black, you know, shoes. Nothing special, and a coat, of course. I like things like that, and it's it's just really easy. I love using this. No complaints so far. It does have the Chanel bar, classic to the trendy, on there. Dale, what do you think about this one? Is it an old lady bag? I know how you feel about the trendy. It doesn't have that handle, so hopefully it's not too bad. I do actually have the plastic still on this, which I will take off probably right after I finish filming this. It did come with the authenticity card because it is classified as a small leather good, as with a lot of these micro bags. This also comes with, it has, let me see, 4 card slots from what I can see. I do still have the little pieces of paper in them. Let me try to take some of those out. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I've never taken these out before. And that's where the little sticker is, the little micro stickery serial number thing. Oh, okay, apparently I'm hungry right now too because I can't put my words together, but it does have 4 card slots. I still have the little piece of paper in them, but I probably won't bother putting my cards into them, to be honest. They could be there, they could not be there. They might as well just not be there for me. When I have taken this out the 3 times since I purchased it, I've used it 3 times already, had a great time all of the times, actually, except for when I went to the grocery store the first time. You know how you have to sometimes bend over, you have to reach for things. This did swing forward quite a bit, and that was a little bit stressful. Didn't love that part of it because I would lean over to, I don't know, get broccoli or whatever it is, and it would swing forward, and I would be worried that it's gonna hit something, hit a corner, something, and it'll scratch the lambskin. This is made out of lambskin. I believe all of the trendies are, just across the board, except for a few jersey and special edition ones. But otherwise, my understanding is if it's a leather trendy, it's lambskin. I have just been putting my keys, my cash, my cards just loose in here. It can easily fit a lipstick. It fits plenty, except for my phone. That's the only thing that I need to have with me that can't fit in this bag. And I don't know how many cards people typically have, but like between bank cards and like my Costco card, whatever things I need, and my ID, I have a total of like 5 cards plus cash. And then my keys in here, and then chapstick and lipstick if I want it, and then a receipt if I need to hold on to that. So I think it fits plenty. I mentioned this on Instagram recently where I think of this more like a really useful piece of jewelry rather than a useless bag, but I don't take a bag out with me all the time, especially in the winter. If it's raining or snowing, I don't care. I will not bring a bag with me. I will just have, recently, I did this just the other day actually, I had my key clay, my keys, and my phone just in assorted pockets on the rain jacket that I was wearing. Really nice thing about like sporty coats is they tend to have lots of zippered pockets, so it was so easy to stay organized. My keys actually can fit into the key clay, so just that and my phone. I don't mind not having a bag. So when it's something like this, I think of this as like, again, jewelry or a belt or whatever, that's just a little bit more useful. So before I ramble on too much, I guess I will quickly show you just all around the bag. The quilts are really nice and puffy. There are no scratches, which was great because this was, again, just sitting on the boutique wall on one of the shelves. So, and it was the only one they had. So it was great that it didn't have any wear. If it had a tiny scratch, I really don't know if I would have, I don't know what I would have done if I would have taken it home. These have been hard to find, that's my understanding. I certainly haven't ever seen one in a boutique before. Like up and down the East Coast, it seems like they get snatched up really quickly. But as you can see, it just has the smooth sides, quilts on the back, and a flat bottom. When I'm driving, in the car, I do lay it flat. Something that's a little bit annoying about lambskin is just because of how easily it can get scratched, and that's why I also store it with the chain inside and it's resting on that metal bar. This is my understanding from other YouTube videos because I don't have any experience in this, but even just the chain resting on the lambskin like this could leave a tiny indentation, which when I tell my husband things like this, he thinks that I'm clearly out of my mind. Like, why buy something that delicate? But I'm like, no, it's not actually that hard to avoid. At least I don't feel like it's work. I like babying the things anyway, and once you're used to it, it doesn't really take much thought. But when I'm driving, I do just lay it flat on its back because I found that when I tried to sit it up, the moment I started moving, regardless of whether it was straight or just really smooth, it would immediately want to topple over because it's such a narrow bag. So I'm sorry I haven't been that consistent with uploads. It's just been kind of a crazy few weeks. I do have a lot of ideas for videos coming up. I want to do a whole roundup for 2021, go over best purchases, the worst purchases, things that did not get very much use, and things that have surprisingly gotten a lot of use. I also want to go over my 2022 wish list, which will actually include some budgeting. Like if you're curious maybe about like how I divvy up my money going into like my typical expenses and then saving up for luxury, I want to do a whole thing about that. So if that sounds good to you, I would love it if you would like and subscribe. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll talk to you next time.